Hey guys, this will definitely be a shorter video overall. I just wanted to talk very briefly on the fact that I think it's somewhat important to do what makes you feel good in times like this. So there's a lot of work I probably should be doing, homework and things like that, which overall I know I haven't been productive as I should have been. In general, I just haven't been getting as much work done like I should be. But at the same time, I think it's one of those times where it is okay to be a little more lax with your productivity, and that's why this weekend I spent a lot of time just catching up on the content I enjoy. Specifically, I'm talking about YouTube videos and podcasts, things like that. Even Reddit and Twitter and social media, all that kind of stuff. But specifically, podcasts and YouTube videos is where I get a lot of the content I enjoy most. For example, from YouTube, I watch a lot of things like Madden gaming and just little like graphs and rankings and in-depth reviews of old nostalgic TV shows, things like that. For my podcast, I have a lot of fantasy football podcasts to listen to, but I also listen to some slice of life and just comedy podcasts. Specifically, I'm a big fan of the Spitballers, which I've referenced before, which great podcast. If you like even sort of remotely like what I'm doing in these videos, you'll absolutely love the Spitballers. They are just the most incredible comedy podcast out there. And then I'm also a pretty big fan of the Rooster Teeth podcast, which is, if you don't know Rooster Teeth, they're kind of like a gaming company, I guess, but more of a gaming content company. The one thing you might know from is Red vs. Blue. But anyway, they just are great. Overall, just like, I guess you would call them comedy, but I put them more into the category of the slice of life because they're just talking about their life for the most part. They're not really actively producing comedy. They just are funny people. Staying up on those kind of podcasts and stuff and YouTube videos, just it makes me feel good not only because I enjoy listening to content itself, but I've been feeling very behind on a lot of my YouTube and podcasts and things like that. Not that any of it matters. I can go weeks without listening to any of it and it wouldn't change my life significantly. But it does feel good to stay up to date on that content. Podcast I'm still way behind on, but YouTube I'm more or less caught up on for what I need to be caught up on. So overall, I consider those positives, and even though it's not the best use of my time, it's still a productive use of my time, I feel. And I think I've talked about this in recent videos, just that it's all right to be productive in non-productive ways, which is what I'm talking about here. But I just wanted to emphasize specifically that being unproductive and doing things that you really enjoy, even if, like, a lot of my, I think in past videos I talked a lot about, like, getting other random things off my to-do list, like updating my political I side with quiz and things like that. But today, just content specifically was my main focus, and I feel like I actually got a lot done considering how unimportant it is. But in any case, I'll wrap it up here. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode.